Good day, welcome to my channel, Words of Wisdom. Thank you for joining me, really appreciate it. I'm at my magic table, called to come, knowing that I've got this hour to do this is a blessing. It's my blessing. I started off this morning quite energetically, quite okay. A few things playing in my mind from a yesterday situation. And I did a couple of meditations, and then I started to, I watched a couple of readings. I was really fine. I went for a walk and I felt this real heaviness descend on me. So sometimes we do get into that sort of funk where you just feel like, oh, what is it, So I was talking away to Spirit, trying to get my sort of thoughts together, and there I looked down, and on the ground for me very clearly was a beautiful feather that Spirit has given. So I knew they were saying, we're here, we're listening, it's okay. And do you know what? Sometimes you will have those moments. You can't be positive all the time. We're human. We have feelings that we have to adjust, or we have to move through, or we have to try to understand. And this comes, doesn't it? And often when we feel those emotions, we do need to work through them. We have to transmute them. We have to release them, because if you just ignore them, they will just harbor within your soul, and eventually at some point will come out, maybe at the most inconvenient moment, but they may. I also was given my friend. She came running along and she stopped, and I sort of was saying to her how I was feeling. And I suddenly realized the power of 3, because she was saying she lives at number 3, my parents, and I was saying, oh, my parents live at number 3, different place. And then I'd been telling her about 3 years ago. So when I walked away, I thought 3, 3, 3. Such a magic, powerful number. 3s have followed me for a long time. Now, 3s are all about support and guidance. And I know this. And with me holding my feather, it was just another way in which it was confirmation from Spirit. We've got you. It's okay to feel like you do, and it's okay to have that. But by the time I'd finished my walk, I really had moved into a much higher energy, and it was lovely to feel. And now I'm back. I feel fine. And that heaviness is gone. Because I was sort of thinking, am I just, I'm in this peace and calm, tranquil. I love where I am. I'm really happy. But there's those moments, isn't it? And obviously it's something that you've got to work through. And is it like I'm sort of stagnating, But it's not, because it's when you have those moments, it's almost as if Spirit is saying to you, it will pass, because the next step, you'll be rested, you'll be rejuvenated, you'll be ready for. It'll come, and you won't even remember this moment. It will be gone, it will be done. And that's what transmuting energy is all about. So today is all about a release, and we're going to do a release spell. Monday, start of a new week. It's about release. It's about letting go of, those emotions, those energies that are just sort of making you go into this sort of funk that you don't want to feel, but you know that you've got to address it. So that is important to recognize. I don't know why I'm bumping on, but there we go. As you know, I do start with the talks, and eventually we get the confirmation with our cards and what have you. So I'm going to read to you our calendar message today, and it's no surprise because Spirit just guide us. The hardest days will eventually pass, and on the back, nothing is impossible. So do you genuinely believe that? Because I do. Nothing is impossible. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. Absolutely, And if you think about that in all its glory, it's quite a inspiring, uplifting feeling, isn't it? Wow, do you think I can? Yeah, of course you can. Go on, do it, try. You know what? It's in the trying that it becomes known, isn't it? It's about really giving that your best. And sometimes that's all it needs. That's all you need to do, because what you will have done is taken yourself from this to here anyway, and that's important. You will have released yourself with the energy. You will have released any emotional blockage. It releases. All right. So the hardest days will eventually pass, my friend. But we're going to do a spell of release. And then we have got the Witch's Garden, Secrets of the Witch's Gardens Tarot on our deck, on our magic table. And we have got energy cards, no surprise, and intuitive whispers, because they've been very good today to me. And I just knew that those other two, and we've got 3 cards on our table today. We haven't got runes, we've just got the cards, and we're going to go with those today and see what is the guidance that we often ask for. But let's first of all do our spell of release. Okay. Moonlight fades, the old unwinds. I break the ties that bind my mind. Shadows gone, my heart is clear. I step ahead, no doubt, no fear. Fire takes what held me tight. I rise anew in silver light. Doors now closed, the past is free. What's meant to be will come for me. As above, so below, as within, so without, so mote it be, and so it is. And that is exactly how I was feeling when I was talking to Spirit, walking along. I was saying, you know what, yesterday it was lovely, but then I was feeling, oh, why, oh, me, what? And then I was that heaviness, and I had to work through all of that. And it really is. And I got to the conclusion, what is meant to be will come for me. What is meant to be will come for me. Yesterday's scenario was meant for me in some way. There was a message, there was a learning, there was something. It could come right back around. Whatever it might be, everything is destined on your path for a reason. And you've got to accept that when we actually are being guided by Source on an awakening journey. Okay, so that is our beautiful release, okay? And we've been talking a little bit about making a choice, and you can choose, you can go, and that really is what release is all about, you know? Put my water up there. All right, so here we have our magic table. We're going to start, of course, with our Witch's Garden Tarot. And then we are going to go and do energy and intuitive whisper. All right, so here we go. We have lapis lazuli as our crystal today on the table. Lapis lazuli is all about communication, understanding, good communication so you understand. Absolutely. So that is joined our beautiful Witch's Garden Tarot cards today. So let's just give them a nice shuffle. They did have a shuffle this morning and a nice sage this morning. But we're just going to ask now, please, for our guidance on the table for us based on release on this Monday, on this beginning of this week. This week, of course, at the end of the week is our beautiful new moon. So Spirit, please, for my wonderful collective here, for myself, what is on the table for us as guidance, please, based on the release of our emotion, of our feelings, of whatever it is that we're having to release today. Work out. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely. 5 of Pentacles is all about being in the cold, being left out, being, you think that, you know, you sort of don't have any guidance or path. Okay, we're going to read that anyway. So the 5 of Pentacles. That's how I felt a bit yesterday in some senses, but I know I wasn't, because it wasn't meant for me. What is meant for me will be for me. All right, so interesting. We've got 2 cards over this way and 2 cards here. So we're going to go with these ones first. Even though they came out, I feel like they're going almost like this is behind us. I've got this card in the middle, 5 of Pentacles, and we're going over with these 2. So we've got 3 of Cups and 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, I don't know if these do reversals. I think they do in this deck, so we're going to go with that. And then we've got, oh, we have 3 cards. So let's just have a look at this first, I'm being told. Just let's bed ourselves in. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So our 5 of Pentacles, let's start with that. Now we know, let's just start with that. So we know that Pentacles are all about earth. All right, they reflect seen, smelled, felt, taste, and touchable in the physical world. That is what Pentacles are all about. And it's the element of earth. They represent security. A pentacle is circular with like the molecules composing all earthly matters. And 5's about challenges and strifes, and about drought. And it's funny how I said I felt like, am I stagnant? You know, once you get that heavy feeling, I'm thinking, I walk this path every day. I do the same thing every day. What is, you know, but it's again, having that patience for things to come. So the 3s, and 3s, of course, oh, funny how it's a 3 when I said to you, 3s are on my creativity, cooperation, leaves and tendrils. Okay, so you can see here, it's about this sort of teamwork, support and what have you. For me, it meant that when today I was sort of having my chat, it was to my spirit team. And of course, I had a friend come along, run, and then she stopped and we had a chat and what have you. And it picked me up. It released that heavy energy for me. Okay, and that's really nice. So it is really, it can be a bit of a celebration, of course, the Cups. And Cups are about emotions and your heart and how you're feeling. It's about emotions and feelings, isn't it? All right, so 5, and then of course we've got our 6 of Cups, and we know that 6s are all about gifts and good feelings. We had a card that decided to disappear on the floor. I'll grab that after. So 6 of Cups, 6s are all about gifts and good feelings. And there they are, you know, someone's gifting. One of the fairies is gifting another fairy, beautiful flowers and what have you. All lovely, lots of cups full of things. Okay, but this was obviously in reverse here. So you're feeling like maybe you've been left out a little bit. And Spirit is saying, you know, we're guiding you with this. So we want to see what this is all about. And this is how I was feeling this morning. So maybe somebody here needs to hear this as well. That you're feeling a little bit left out of a situation or a circumstance. Right, so let's do our Pentacles first. Pentacles, 5. All right, so hardship. Spring snow marks a bitter plight. Raise your eyes to see the light. A moment's pause and you will see what you seeks in front of thee. In the dark night of the soul, dense wet snow weighs down tender vegetation. A couple moves through the Zeitgeist. Ancient stained glass windows are engraved with mysterious symbols. The gentleman crumbles in despair while his companion steadfastly urges him to keep moving. The 5 of Pentacles appears to reflect the highs and lows of long-term relationships. The card specifically reflects quarrels and challenges regarding security and financial matters. Thoughts about money are often directly tied to feelings of self-love and personal value. We inherit patterns and learn behaviors, and sometimes they aid us. Danger lies in continuing to apply what is no longer useful. The secret of this card is the warm, sustaining light of the window. What they seek is right in front of them. If only they could see it. Disregard what is already known to find the appropriate solution. Overcome the current challenge by finding a new way in which to express what is needed. So release, isn't it? Release it. See it from a different point of view. I had to do that. I was guided by Spirit. I was given the gift of my friend. Can you see what I'm trying to say? You can see it, feel it, and then woof, release. So hardship and loss, old arguments rear their ugly head upon fresh matters at hand. Get through this moment, go through anything. An opportunity to solve long-standing financial problems, sticking together through thick and thin. All right, so our 3 of Cups. Apples glisten and garnet wines flow, whispered secrets best friends know. 3 souls gather, unite as one. There's no spell that can't be spun. So there you can see it's the 3 of cups, and we have 3 people. So maybe you've got 3 people in your life that are going to be important to making you feel good in some way. Okay, so the secret of the 3 cups is the creativity inherent to feelings of belongingness and togetherness. Okay, so the 3 of cups appears when there's reason to celebrate. It reminds the reader that there is potential of joy in each moment of the day. And that's exactly what I knew. The minute I was walking and feeling, I was just being grateful. I listened to affirmations of gratitude as I was walking along. And I was really grateful for where I am. And that's exactly what I said to my friend. 3 years ago, I met this XYZ, I did that, and look where I am now. I'm so grateful for that time. So grateful for that person that inspired me, that, do you know, and I was saying this. So I was telling, I was really, you know, and I do believe it. I feel that. So how often are you doing that for yourself? All you have to do is believe it to see it. And this is about seeing as well, isn't it? The 5 of Pentacles is about seeing the guidance, seeing the messages, seeing that there is light, warmth, there's opportunity. It's not that it's being, that you haven't got it now, but it's coming, it's there. It's what is meant for you will be for you. Okay? It's about others sharing gifts with you as well, and you're sharing gifts with others. So what can you do? I actually did say to Spirit, you know, like yesterday, 2 of my friends, I spent ages with, giving my help and guidance, and they were, you know, and chatting to them about their problem. I really did want to help them. And I do that naturally. And then I think, why am I not doing that for myself? Which is why when I was walking today, I really gave myself time. I didn't record anything. I'm talking to my spirit team for me. How am I feeling? I've got to work this out myself. And that's really important to recognize. I have no idea why I'm sharing this with you today, but take what resonates. If you want to hear my chit-chat, good for you. Good for you, I say. All right, 6 of Cups, of course. Is fairy favors, cups delight between the fairies who rest from flight, tucked beneath a garden den, sweet remembrance warms the fan. The 6 of Cups marks gifts of the heart, reminiscent of childhood delight. The feeling is pure and absolute adoration. It reveals the possibility of past pleasures in the present. And remember I said to you, the cards sort of went over to the side, almost making me feel like it's a past situation, but it's not. What it means is that you need to reflect on the past. Things that come forward often are from past situations, even if it was just last week. It doesn't have to be years ago or from your childhood. But things that you haven't actually addressed, maybe you've ignored the feeling, it's going to come back around. Like I said to you, it will bubble to the surface. So it's very important for you to address things when you can. Nothing is gone forever. The worms remind us of the wormholes of golden threads connecting us to special people. It is the eternal connection of love. Now it is in reverse. So it says, giving yourself away to those who cannot return your love and affection, unable to accept gifts and tenderness, replacing joy with anger and love with fury. So how can I practice acceptance is the question to write this reversal. You know, how can I practice seeing what's in front of me and accept that what is meant for me will be given to me at the right time. It's there, it's coming, it's part of the, you know, you can still enjoy the fruits and the gifts and the happiness and the love that is around you. And that's what the 6 of Cups is all about, is about that sort of reciprocal love. So how can we change that? How can we make sure that we see it? Well, much like me today, it was about accepting the gift from Spirit, my feather, accepting of my friend that came past. Again, fortuitously, at the same time, I knew it was going to be coming on my path. And there she was. And I accepted her. She listens to me. She doesn't say too much, but she did say something. And she did say that maybe that person thought that you were way out of their league. So that's why when they looked at you, they didn't approach. And I thought, oh, I didn't see it. Not that I thought that at all, but what I'm saying is it was what she showed me is seeing it from a different perspective. I was taking it from what I saw. And when she mentioned this different perspective, I thought, oh, well, thank you for saying that. But yeah, you know, it made me recognize that. So this is important for us to recognize when we are dealing with situations on our path. All right, so over here now, we've got our 3 other cards. So let's have a little look at them. The Death card. So Death is all about the transformation. Transformation. Look how this little child is giving the figure whatever pumpkin or whatever fruit it is. Yeah, it's a pumpkin. And the Death card, the Death person is having a look down as if to say, you know, I'm not so sure, but, or maybe that, thank you for that. You know, I'll accept the gift. I'll accept that situation. So that's very lovely. We've also got the Judgment card, but again, it's in reverse. And that's interesting because if we look at it this way along, people are celebrating. Okay, it's like, yay, I've got it. It's just right. Oh, okay, so maybe you haven't quite got that yet, but let's have a little read of it. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the happy ever after. Look at that. We've got lots of happiness and wealth and stability and all in front of us. Okay, and abundance. So it's about having that beautiful gratitude, maybe, you know, almost being very grateful for the offering. Even though it's a very small little pumpkin, there's a bigger one on the ground. Maybe that just the smallest of something can change how you react, how you feel about it. Okay, and then the Judgment card was in reverse, so we're going to have a little read of that. Now, we've got 2 major arcanas here. Where is it? X11. There he is. Transformation. Decay and death, skull and bone, old order is overthrown. Fear not, there's no need to mourn. Rise anew to be reborn. Death marks the transition of energy from one form to the next. What did I say? Release. Transmute the energy in some way. Yeah? That's exactly what I was doing all the way on my walk. A girl of about 6 offers Death a baby pumpkin. She has not yet been taught to fear what is natural. Death is an esoteric level, marks the initiatory quality of witchcraft. The witch seizes her power and explores the world through a new pair of eyes. She dives through the skein of reality. She may undertake shamanic practice, work shadow magic, and embark in herbal communication, astral travel, but her old self is discarded. Death's secret is that death is not the opposite of life. Death is the energy of transmutation, making all life possible. And when we transmute our energy, our feelings, and we release them, we're transmuting them into something else. They can come back to us in a different way. So when we're upset and sad, if we transmute it by seeing things in a different light, understanding something from another perspective, somebody that can give you that perspective, you think, right, I'm ready to hear that, because actually it makes you feel much better. It's going to change something, and you can often get some reciprocal love back in the form that you want rather than what you don't want. So seeing things from a different way is very important. So it is about change and transformation. It's your root chakra as well. So if you're feeling that you're not quite getting that, it's very nice to be able to do your root chakra meditations. So try and find a meditation for root chakra. Or if you can, and I was looking at my lovely carnelian, red carnelian, absolutely get hold of your crystals, and your red carnelian is for your root chakra. Okay, so I knew there was a reason why I wanted to say that. All right, and then we have judgment. I don't know where judgment will be. Doesn't make it easy with XX. What's that? 1010. Judgment. Wake up. Rise. New day begins. Heed the call and bare your skin. Embrace the fullness. Rejecting lack. No turning round. No going back. The judgment card echoes the tectonic plates of a change, carrying you along into your next evolution. It is a call from the outer world that aligns with your inner call. The doors of possibility are blown open. The secret of this card is heeding the call. Heeding the call. Seeing what is in front of you. Addressing what is in front of you, I'm hearing. Yeah? Heeding that call. Judgment shows us what it means to be free. You have transformed and the world changed along with you. Now, because it was reversed, it's a refusal to listen, non-conformity, abandoning hopes and dreams. So what I'm hearing is, don't give up. The hardest days will eventually pass. Don't give up. Okay? Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Okay? You can change this situation to benefit you. Nothing is impossible. Because the Ten of Pentacles is sitting there. And I shall read him to you now. If I can find it. There we go. Culmination. Culmination. So this is why the cards were sitting over here. Culmination. Gather round, the magic spun, love has grown, and all have won. With light and love and light and harm to none, we do declare our spell is done. I love that, because our spell was a release spell. And this is the talking about it. So lovely. Lovely that you've met this reading. Met me. And lovely you're hearing these words of wisdom from my spirit team. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The Ten of Pentacles signifies wealth to the fullest extent. The card signifies the bounty of health, family, and contentment. There it is. A mother sits upon the stone wall, a barrier between the manifest and unmanifested world. Lush roses, red roses, signify passion in the height of bloom. She lays one hand upon her partner and the other upon her child. Her energy moves between both figures while the boy shares attention with his trusted furry companion. A second dog is dreaming of what is yet to come. A basket of culinary delights hints at sweet fruits of delight. The secret of this card is the crone figure, who contains experiential knowledge and has the ability to peer through the material world and deep into the heart of magic and sacred manifestation. She wears a purple cape covered with zodiac markings, and she comes forward with a basket in her hand. The crone holds the key to all mysteries behind the world of Pentacles. Now that the family has more than they could ever need, it is time to unlock the secrets of manifestation existing inside the world of Pentacles. This is the card of ultimate manifestation and abundance. So everything unfolds in abundance, having all the resources and support you could ever need. Bountiful family life and a connection to those who came before you and those who will follow in your footsteps. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, I am just quite keen to see Oh, lovely. We have got that the card that fell down, and I wanted to get it. It's the Hanged Man, but it's in reverse. And that fell off, and I'm going to just pop him down on top here, on top of our, and I'm going to read him. Another Major Arcana card, X11. And let's see what the Hanged Woman, not the Hanged Man, the Hanged Woman is all about. Spanish moss and ancient tree, the answer's right in front of me. Slow it down, find your grace, then you'll unravel time and space. Yeah. So you tread soft earth along the wheel of fortune's waterway. The stream grows wider as it empties to the mouth. Should I have it this way around? No, this way. Of the large river. The river water is deep, dark, and thick with Spanish moss. A figure is suspended from a weeping willow. It is the Hanged Woman. The wisdom of the willow imparts many lessons to the Hanged Woman. She visions into tree energy and learns to sink the roots of her soul into deep, fecund earth while reaching up and outward. Now, we talked about the root chakra and how important it is to get yourself rooted. So walking in nature, very important right now, especially this week. It'll help you see what's in front of you, just like I do. Okay, very important. And being grounded, if you can take your shoes off and walk on the earth, walk on the grass, walk on the sand, wherever you're walking, envision those roots going deep from your feet, deep down into the earth. Stand and really imprint yourself, ground yourself. And if you can, go and hug some trees as well. Very important energy. A porcupine sits close. His quills look soft as fur, although they are sharp and will protect them both. The Hanged Woman's secret is immanence. Her suspension allows her to gaze entirely into the heart of what is before her. She sees through the appearance of any given person, place, or thing, and is entirely within that thing. Doing so, she observes sparks of divinity in everything surrounding her. The world is alive with a pulsating stream of effervescent magic. Nothing is as it appears on the surface. It is transcendence. All right. So with the reverse of this card right now, which is where it fell, and I picked it up. Amazement, motion, and second sight. Receiving an energetic transfusion. A reversed Hanged Woman card is as vibrant as it is upright. Isn't that amazing? And that's exactly how I was feeling when I was walking, and I just literally knew without a shadow of a doubt that Spirit helped me to see beyond, see into, understand that what was in front of me. And just even with the help from my friend saying that one thing, it just sparked. And I said to her, holy, and I just realized the 333 connection and the fact that I was being supported. Incredible. So hopefully that helps you in some way. I'm not going to, I can't you will know if this resonates with you. You will definitely know. Now it does say here, how can I gaze deeper is the question for the reversal of this card. So let's ask Spirit to give us a little bit. How can I gaze deeper? How can I gaze deeper, please, Spirit, this week in what is right in front of me? Okay. The Knight of Swords in reverse and the Chariot. So something is moving, okay? And the Knight of Swords there, put it that way around for you to just see. Okay, that's almost like Pegasus, isn't it? Pegasus flying up, rising up again, going higher up. Now, interesting how there's a crescent moon on this card as well. And if you can see on the Chariot, all the moons are on that background as well. I don't know if you can see that. Interesting. And it's got there the full moon or new moon. It could be the new moon, which is what we're coming to. It's almost like when I said what about this week, I feel like this week is going to be an explosive movement of energy. But let's read our Knight of Swords in reverse. The speed of thought and force of air rides upon a white-winged mare. Aid by spell with haste and speed, heed my call, let's take the lead. The Knight of Swords races from a cloud in a pure expression of movement, force and expression. So we've got 2 movement, force and expression cards. However, this one was in reverse. All right, so we've got to work this out now. So how can we open up our sight? Her swords point towards the truth and her eye is focused on exactly where she wants to go. Her armor is decorated with the alchemical symbol of air, and the reins of the horse are a light chain of starlight. A waxing crescent moon reflects a developing situation. The witch's garden is visible below. The Knight of Swords carries the fastest energy of the deck. This card appears in readings to mark a swift and speedy resolution. The Knight of Swords is quick to action and rarely misses the intended mark. This is the card of defending oneself or others. Cunning and clarity should be employed. The Knight of Swords often appears in love readings to suggest a flash in the pan romance or moving ahead too quickly. But reversed, not thinking clearly, moving forward without a game plan is ill-advised. Stop to consider options before making plans or communicating with others. So that's a very good one. So stop to consider options. Yes, get your help. See what's in front of you. Yeah, accept the gifts that are there for you. All of those sort of things. Seeing in deeper means that you've got to now consider options before you're making plans and communicating with others. So we have the Chariot. Wow, this is brilliant. Is movement. Now, the Chariot's crown is crafted from starlight. The center of this vehicle reveals the lunar magnetism of the moon's 3 phases. Sorry, the moon's 3 phases. It is the adaptability and willingness to change course as conditions require. A pair of hooves, one coffee colored, the others pale as lunar shadows, represent oppositional forces. So the secret of the Chariot card is intuition. So that's what this is about. It's about knowing when it is time to recognize all of these things. And because what is meant for you will come. It will eventually pass your hard days, that heavy, and it will move aside, and you'll be able to see very clearly what it is that you need to consider. Deep, complete trust and commitment. Deep, complete trust and commitment is what's needed. All right. So I am now going to go with an energy card to give us some guidance just on what this is. So we know this week, this is what we've started with our release spell, and we've got to really see what's in front of us. Deep commitment. We must know and trust and have faith. Let's ask our energy card. Can I have one card, please? Just to complete our energy that is on this table. Please, Spirit, for this week. Oh, that is far too many. All right, we have a Sun card. This came out this morning, actually. Sun card, all about the yes. Okay, our Sun card is yes, we can do this. Yes, we're on track. Yes, everything I've said on this table. Yes, this week is going to be really good. It's all going to change. Change is going to come. So it is about blessings. a great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, a birth of a baby, a birth of a new you. It's happening. New you before the new moon on Saturday. That's amazing. Abundant blessings, inspiration, and growth is on its way. Let's see what our inspiration, intuitive whispers, oracle, please give us a card for this wonderful energy. We're picking this up now. It's just incredibly on point, isn't it? Releasing today. We'll work every day towards Saturday and just see what is going to be guided for us every day, because it's so nice to have that guidance and acceptance. I think it just brings us into ourselves, really, makes us really consider things. Okay, please, Spirit, if we could have an intuition. Something is unraveling. There's too many here, spirits. Something is unraveling. We know that. Absolutely. You are brilliant. Spirit wants you to know. You are brilliant. We're doing this. I'll put that right next to the Sun card. Move through your fear. Your body is like a book. Consider your emotions and inspiration. Hunt. Well, we had that very much with these two cards. Use your intuition. Be inspired to move forward. See what it is that's in front of you. Learn from your feelings. Be in touch with yourself and trust the next new moon. All of that release will be finished. It will be done. We can move forward then with new intentions, with new feelings. That's what has come out for us today, and I really am hoping that has inspired you, given you a nice bit of a boost for the week. It's a lovely Monday, lovely morning, and I thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you very much for joining me. I wish you a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining.